Hi everyone, my name is Martina and today I'm going to show you how to do the knit stitch. The knit stitch is the most basic knitting stitch that you can do, and you can actually knit entire pieces with just the knit stitch. Here, for example, I have a blanket that I knitted entirely with knit stitches.
Alright, so I've cast on 10 stitches and now I'm going to hold the yarn on my left hand. For that I just gently wrap it around my index finger like this. And then I hold the needle between the other three fingers and my thumb. So you actually don't need a lot of tension in the yarn, not as much as you think anyway. So you can kind of relax your index finger so you don't get strain in it. And now I'm going to show you how to do the knit stitch. So you take the needle and you go from front to back, so kind of through here. And now I'm helping a little bit with my middle finger. You move the needle behind the yarn and wrap it around like this. And then you pull through. And then you can pull the stitch off the needle. There we go. Alright, so once again, front to back, behind the yarn, helping a little bit and pulling it off. Through, pulling it off. Through behind the yarn, pulling it off. There we go. So conceptually what happens with these stitches is the stitch that you have on your needle now, because you're moving the yarn from back into the front, that stitch is actually falling behind your work. I'll show that again. So we're pulling the new stitch through, we're pulling it into the front, so this stitch that was on the needle before is going to fall into the back. And that gives you the effect of what is called a garter stitch. So if you do only knit stitches, so here we can see that. You can see all the bumps basically that are the stitches that fell into the back. So if you do only knit stitch, you're going to end up with that kind of curly effect. So let's just knit a few rows here and then you can see that effect. So doing only knit stitches on both sides of the piece, that is called a garter stitch. So now I've done a second row, and if I turn that piece again, you're going to see that we get the same effect on the other side of the work. So let's do another row. So you can see how that kind of grows, and here we can see more of these stitches now. And you can also see that it looks exactly the same from both sides of the piece, because we're doing the same knit stitch on both sides. Yeah, so that's your knit stitch for you.